Harambe will go to heaven, but Chadley won't. That's the Chadley quote of the week. Send yours into at Last Cool Dude on Twitter or at Punch Nerds.
Who sent in that one?
Who sent in that one? That was Harambe Lover 69.
Harambe, definitely a real Twitter user, and if it's not, then I'm taking it. God bless Harambe. Hey, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Is that today my coworker was bragging to me that she has ICP tickets.
Oh shit!
She's gonna go.
I got tickets for today. I was waiting for the show to surprise you.
What's that?
Calgary International Film Fest.
Oh shit!
10 days, baby.
10 days. What are you gonna see?
I don't know. A whole bunch of shit though.
Lots of bad stuff. Oh, you'll never see anything at a film festival as good as that movie where the tigers attack all those people.
Yeah. That's kind of my peak. That seen Ex Machina before everyone else in the world.
And then everyone else in the world is like, I knew this movie before it came out. It's the best movie ever. But nobody knew. I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. I thought it looked stupid when I saw the fucking posters. I was like, it looks fucking stupid. Great movie though.
Chadley thought it was called Ex Machina until about 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, I did think it was called Ex Machina. You're right. Oh, don't text me. Don't text me. I don't want to speak to people. Oh shit! I threw my phone across the room, and that has my top 5. Hey, we're returning the top 5s. Top 5s are coming back today.
I feel like we must have missed it for like months because I don't remember the last time we did one.
Yeah, I don't think it's been a while. So this week. It's been a while. This week, Buck LeDuc here set up on Letterboxd.com a compendium of every single film we've ever reviewed, including this episode. And that's going to be staying up to date. There's going to be links to that, obviously, in wherever the fuck you're listening. You can check that out. There's going to be links. Check it out. It's really cool. And you can click on a movie and just see whatever episode. Who cares? Is that the way it works? I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah. If you go to notes, I also did notes, commentary. Like I talked about when when the hosts started changing around. Whenever Hardner's on a guest, you can find that out if you want to find that out.
Yeah, you're into Hardner.
Just some little secrets from behind the scenes stuff. If you want to go read through that.
Yeah,
if you're a big fan of the podcast, it's probably I'm gonna make it into a book one day. Once we do like 1,000 episodes, we'll make the print version of the compendium. It'll be like 1,001 movies to die before you die. This will be the Punch Nerds compendium. It's a movie companion piece.
Yeah, and like it'll just be every movie we've ever reviewed in order of how good they are.
Exactly.
Hey man, start with Ex Machina.
We don't recommend. Here's what we recommend: The Gray.
Yeah, The Gray. Yeah, The Gray. That'll be number 1. Because we've actually reviewed it on this show before, so we could get away with doing that.
Yes, we have.
The Gray would be right up there as number 1. Top Gun. What else? What other movies do we used to do? Oh, Chappie. Chappie'd be up there. Chappie! We're the only people in the world who will stand for Chappie.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
All Chappie lives matter, in my opinion.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny that people are killing themselves because of this new Pokemon game. That's pretty rad.
Well, I don't know if anybody's... I don't think anybody died.
No, somebody died. Kid got hit by a car.
Oh, I didn't think he died though.
Oh, maybe he didn't, but I'm pretty sure. You know what? I think he might have died.
Yeah.
But there's also that kid who found the corpse.
Yeah, that's some Stand By Me shit. I love
it. This game's bringing the world together. Showing people the dead bodies. That's people are killing themselves over an app. That people are playing it while they drive. Like there's been accidents. Like
I'd be too scared to play that game outside. Because I look too much like a cop. So.
I'd be too scared to play that game outside because I'm afeared that football players will beat the shit out of me.
Football players.
Everybody wants some. Just kidding, they're baseball players.
Just kidding, they're baseball players.
Just kidding.
Linklater, you son of a bitch! I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I mean, he spent 15 years making one goddamn movie, and then he shows up with this absolute gem. Does everybody want some?
Here's the thing about Everybody Wants Some compared to Boyhood. Basically the same message, but it's not. But in Everybody Wants Some, you get it in a nice tight package of comedy, you know.
Well, here's what I really like about Everybody Wants Some. Okay, so they're living in this frat house, right? You know what they got in this frat house?
What do they got, Chadley?
They got a fuck room. And I feel if you and I were ever to get the squad house going, which we've talked about for many years, and we will still do in the future, we have a fuck room. I'd love to have a fuck room. We have to have a fuck room. Because like if everybody's fucking in the same place, then nobody's scared to go into somebody else's bedroom, you know, like, you know, we can just communicate freely. But if you go in the fuck room, everybody knows what's up.
Yeah.
You know, you can even go into the fuck room to spank it if you really need to. Just don't like spank it. Yeah, you got it. That way, like, I don't have to knock on your door if I enter your bedroom. I can just walk in knowing full well you're not spanking, you know?
Yeah, no spanking allowed.
If the fuck room's locked, I know what's happening, you know?
So, Richard Linklater, probably best known for one of his movies called Dazed and Confused. This is somewhat of a unofficial sequel, a spiritual sequel
to Dazed and Confused. Has nothing to do with Dazed and Confused, which is fine.
But similar vibe, you know. It's plotless. It's just kind of
that's my number one beef with the movie. Like, I love this movie. There's a lot of great jokes, but nothing fucking happens in it. I was waiting for something to go down, and nothing ever went down. Like, everything just kind of.
That's completely fine if you've ever seen a Richard Linklater movie before.
Yeah, no, I do.
90% of them don't have plots, and and they're still great movies.
I do still think this is a great movie. I do feel like I was waiting for something to happen, and it's just basically like 3 days of like, and everything went great for everybody kind of movie. Like, there's no conflict, like, not in any way is there conflict. Like, nobody's ever worried or sad or having to figure something out. It's just them being like, all right, let's go. And the only conflict is when Jay Niles gets them kicked out of the club. By the way, if we want to talk about great fucking characters, character of the year right there, Jay Niles.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking Jay Niles is the best. Because I feel like that would be me.
They call me Raw Dog.
Nobody calls you Raw Dog. Like, I feel like if I was in a frat, I would be Jay Niles, just being like, I'm better than y'all. I'm better than y'all. Like, I'd be that guy. This movie's very authentic too, which I really enjoy. It does really capture both the vibe of the 1980s and the 1980s frat film really well. The atmosphere, the dialogue is masterfully written. Fucking Linklater's a genius, dude.
Yeah, Linklater's the best at writing that snappy dialogue. Even if it goes nowhere, it feels like it's doing something. And
yeah, absolutely.
I'm always impressed how he can pull like performances out of anybody. Like, these guys are all pretty much unknown actors.
Yo, where the fuck did Wyatt Russell come from, dude? That guy's a superstar.
Yeah.
Where'd that dude come from?
Like, you can look at like pretty much everything Linklater's done. Kids, fucking people that don't act at all. Like Jack Black even.
Look at School of Rock. I'm sorry, but look at School of Rock for like a second and tell me one of those kids is a bad actor.
Yeah.
Can't fucking do it. Can't do it. Can't even fucking do it. But what was I gonna say? What's really good about this movie? Sorry, go on.
It's so. It makes me happy. I just had a stupid smile across my face the entire time.
You know what? It's this sort of like, it's this content in lieu of lack of content, which I really enjoy. And what makes this movie so good is that it's not necessarily about what's happening, but who it's happening to, which is like amazing, and nobody can pull this off. Because this is genuinely a character piece. My girlfriend and I were talking about this movie afterwards, and she said I didn't like that the characters were like so back and forth. Like, one second he'd be pissed, and next second, he's chilling out with all his friends. And I'm like, yeah, but like, that's how fucking people are, and like, not many writers get that. Like, they're like, oh, if this guy's gonna be an angry guy, he's got to be angry every second of the movie. It's like, no, it's not really how that needs to work. They can develop and like exist as characters.
It's certainly a good piece about finding yourself. I would say even more so than Boyhood, because they, all it is them trying to find themselves one after they go to the fucking disco, they go to the fucking country place, they go to the punk show, they go to the acting place.
Dude, that punk show scene is some of the most unreal shit I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, like there's so much variety. I mean, it is just college parties. It's just college parties for 2 hours, just so you know. But it's fun.
But if you look at this compared to Project X, like there's so much more content here.
Yeah, there's more content, but like the problem with Project X is that they are trying to squeeze in like this sort of like narrative that I don't think needs to be there.
Sure.
Whereas like here there isn't a narrative, which yeah, I mean I was kind of bored at some points of the movie, but I also understood what the movie was trying to stand for, you know? Like it wasn't trying to be, you know, a fucking blockbuster. It wasn't trying to be the next big thing. Richard Linklater, like I feel like Richard Linklater just sort of made this in his free time. And you know what really shines bright in this movie is the fact that Richard Linklater didn't feel the need to get anybody famous to be in this fucking movie. He knew who he wanted to cast and how he wanted them to act before he even started making this movie.
Sure. And another thing that I noticed, it's a movie about a baseball team. Play baseball for 15 minutes, you know?
yeah, got a lot of baseball in it. But
they play every other sport, barely even touch baseball. It's amazing.
One of my favorite things is like about this movie is that like so subtly they'll just bring stuff up and drop it. In particular, just an example, they like there's a part where they're like the scout. There's a baseball scout here, and then they're like, oh, he's the guy painting the fucking garage, and you're like, oh my god, and then it never really comes up again. It never really comes up again, which is like a good thing. You know, like it just sort of is there, and like I would love to see a sequel to this movie where it's like, because this was the first 3 days of these guys moving into the frat and growing as a frat. Good ass frat movie. But then I would love to see what happens next, and I think that's intentional. I think they want me to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And like be absolutely in love with the characters and the way that the movie works.
Yeah. And it's amazing how you can go from like hating every character to just loving them unconditionally, even like throughout the runtime.
Fucking Finn, dude, that's an unreal character. That's an unreal character. And you know what else? And both myself and Casey noted this, is that they did a really good job making these people look like 80s people. Like I don't know what the fuck they did, but like these people all look like 80s people. Like not even just in like their hair and their makeup and their fucking facial hair and their costumes. Like they look like people from the 80s, particularly that main character. Like he just has that aesthetic to him. Like it's insane. Dude looks like he's from the goddamn 1980s. When
like this movie like feels like it is from the 80s, and like that's what's crazy about it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too. Is like it has no business existing in 2016. It really doesn't, and that's probably why it didn't do too well. But like, it is a really good movie. Just do be prepared for some dry bits. I'd say check this movie out. It's good. It's not the most amazing.
I'm a Linklater fan. I love Dazed and Confused more than anything, and Slacker. But you know, it's very Linklater. If you like that sensibility, you're definitely gonna like this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Dazed and Confused in the 80s, so just buckle up for that. It's the same movie. It's the same fucking movie.
Yeah, pretty similar.
But there's no Matthew McConaughey, God bless.
Oh, all right.
I would have killed if Matthew McConaughey made a fucking cameo as Wooderson. How good
I would have loved
be?
If he just real quick.
Real quick. Just a fucking Wooderson.
Like if he was at one of those parties or something.
Because like if you think about it, Dazed and Confused was like in the 70s, and so it'll be like 10 years apart. So, and that was made, like Dazed and Confused was made in the 90s. So, I mean, he might look a little older than he should, but it wouldn't be too noticeable.
He should have made an appearance, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my big complaint. No Wooderson cameo, and that's a crime.
Hashtag Wooderson spinoff.
I bet you they at least tried to do that though. Like I bet you that was at least in like I bet they mentioned it in meetings. They're like, do we get Wooderson to be in this?
Can we get Wooderson? Can we get Wood?
Look at McConaughey's Oscar winner now. He's probably pretty expensive, but I bet we could get him.
Yeah, I think he'd do it as a favor, considering Dazed and Confused launched pad at him.
Yeah, but I feel like Matthew McConaughey is like an ungrateful asshole. Like I feel like he doesn't give a shit where he is
you don't
or
think
how
he
he
gives a
got
shit?
it. No, he's just like, work with Christopher Nolan now. All right. You know, like fuck you.
I used to do
Christopher
chick
Nolan.
flicks. Now I do Nolan flicks.
It's like Nolan's a hack. Fuck you. So let's talk about box office. We love the box office.
We love the box office.
We love the box office. Now I don't know what the production
doesn't love us though.
I just looking at this movie, I wouldn't say that the production budget of this could have been more than $5 million. Like, seems low. Seems like
probably more than that.
Maybe 10. Maybe
There's
10.
some extravagant sets.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because they had to make it all feel authentic. You know what? Let's look it up. Was it everybody? Everybody wants them. Let's see if this is public knowledge, public record. Yep, there it is. It's a $10 million budget.
Hey, what? 6? Did you say?
10.
10. Okay.
10 million.
When you say the number.
Oh, I'm sorry. God bless. Fuck you, internet. So here's the problem. $10 million production budget. Made $3.4 million. Holy shit. Fuck you, America. You are terrible.
It's so crazy. There's like when you go on
Deadpool made $800 million. I just want to
okay. When you go on the internet, general public internet, so that's Reddit, Facebook, Tumblr. What do you see? You see people complaining about remakes, sequels,
content, lack of content.
Okay, then you look at the box office numbers, and what's making money? Deadpool.
Sequels, remakes, fucking Batman vs. Superman.
Okay, what have we reviewed on this show recently that has made no money? Everybody wants some. Midnight Special, Popstar.
Good fucking movies is what we've reviewed.
Real good movies that have made no money. Cloverfield.
Yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Did that make no money?
I think that one did okay, but like in comparison to 800 million Deadpool.
Look, I liked Deadpool. It was fine, but $800 million?
Spread the wealth a bit.
Cloverfield made 72. It didn't even cap a milli, or 100 milli.
God damn it. Like, that is a sequel, sort of, but not really, so.
Yeah, but like it's still good, so it doesn't matter. Like the good shit, like okay, look, Batman versus Superman, it lost money. It lost $400 million, but that's only because it was so goddamn expensive. It still made a lot of money as well.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody wants some, didn't get as wide a release, I'm sure, but
yeah, and I think there's probably some problems in the ad campaign as well, because like, I mean, I knew about it, but that's because I pay attention. But like the average consumer doesn't pay attention. They're going to watch whatever the fuck is in their theater, posters in their theater, trailers in their theater. That's what they give a shit about. That's why so many people go see goddamn X-Men and
Tarzan.
You
know how many Tarzan fucking trailers I saw? Probably about that.
I saw about 1 billion of them. Christoph Waltz was in every one, though.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Licking his lips and shit.
He was just starving for some content.
Did you see that interview that he did for Tarzan, where he's just making fun of the fucking guy interviewing him the whole time? It was fucking preposterous. I was like,
that sounds awesome.
He's like, I don't know if I should even answer that question because it's such a stupid question.
Asked by a stupid man. Like, that's amazing.
He's got fucking German sensibilities, and not everybody likes that.
Yeah, not everybody gets it. Just be glad I'm not making you watch Barbershop Next Cut.
Oh, come on. I want to watch that. I fucking love Ice Cube.
Yeah, but we're not watching that next week. We'll talk about later what we're watching next week. But we probably will end up watching Barbershop The Next Cut. Do you know, on the cover of Barbershop The Next Cut, Ice Cube is smiling, so that's a rare pick.
I love the Cube.
I love Cube, dude. I love the Ice Cube from 22 Jump.
I love the Cube from everything. He's just so good.
Yeah, dude. Ice Cube is good. Even like Are We There Yet? It's like not a good movie.
Dude, he even makes it watchable.
Yeah, Cube's all right. It's not the worst movie. That's actually a funny story. When I went to see, and I don't remember why I remember this so vividly, but when I went to see Racing Stripes, I was a kid and I was dumb and I was like, Frankie Muniz, awesome.
Or something?
Oh, dude, fucking a billion people are in that. I don't remember. I know Snoop's in it, and I know Frankie Muniz is the main character. Yes, but Snoop will do anything for money, and by money I mean drugs.
David Spade was the Fly.
Wasn't the other Fly Snoop though?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think the other Fly was Snoop. Dude, that's a fucking terrible movie, Racing Stripes.
It's real bad.
Talk about like a shitty product in 2005.
Maybe I'm thinking of that Zoo movie or something.
Yeah, we bought a Zoo. That's actually a pretty decent movie. That's
that one's all right.
Cameron Crowe.
As far as family-friendly movies go, that one's all right.
Cameron Crowe, the safest film director in Hollywood history.
Do something not safe for once.
Yeah, fuck you, fuck Jerry Maguire. I hate you. We live in a cynical world.
And he,
but
Link he pushes up Vanilla Sky. Like, look at this one.
Look at this one. Fuck you. Although I love Vanilla Sky, but fuck you. I also love Jerry Maguire. Fuck you.
I like Cameron Crowe movies. Almost Famous is fucking good.
Yeah, dude, they're all good, but they're all just like
they're
safe.
They're all pretty good, except for Aloha.
Yeah, except I didn't know that was fun. Oh no, I did know that was Cameron Crowe. Never mind.
I actually never saw that one, but I'm sure it's safe.
Yeah, me too. I've never seen it. It's Bradley Cooper in a romantic comedy. Buckle up. Nobody talked about it. Buckle up.
I heard Bill Murray's in that shit.
Is Bill Murray in Aloha?
Yeah, he's in it, but like no one knew about it.
Man, did you know that Bill Murray's running for president?
Is he?
Yeah, he's fucking running as an independent. That's the most amazing thing ever.
Bless.
We need to get more awareness on that. Let's spread awareness on fucking Bill Murray, because if Bill Murray wins instead of Trump, that would be a great day.
Wow, I disagree completely, but
yeah. Although Trump being president would be pretty good. Here's the thing: is that America is so close to like being Gotham, like an entire country of Gotham right now, that it's terrifying.
You know, I'm an avid Trump supporter, and I have been since the beginning.
Since day one, yeah. You know what? Trump would be our Harvey Dent, man. Trump would be our Harvey Dent. God bless the man.
Trump's the kind of guy that would give you a ride to church, Chadley. Take me to church.
He's the hero we deserve, but maybe not the one we need right now. Yeah, Christopher Nolan. Yeah, Batman. Now, Everybody Wants Some is a great movie directed by a great director named Richard Linklater, who's directed many good movies, and he's also directed Bad News Bears. So we're gonna bring down the top 5 Richard Linklater films. I don't know if Bad News Bears is on your list, but it sure shit ain't on mine.
No, it ain't fucking on my list. That's for goddamn sure. Now,
you sure love Billy Bob Thornton swearing at kids, though. That's a fun time.
Yeah, that's always funny. Now, I've never seen that Before Midnight series.
I've seen Before After Sunset, something like that.
People seem to like those. Not really my style, so I've never seen them. So I'm gonna start things off with Bernie as my number 5.
Ooh, as your number 5, my number 5. Okay, let's talk about Bernie first. I'm not just gonna launch in my number 5. What am I, fucking barbarian?
Yeah.
Bernie is actually great. Like, I remember when we first talked about it on the show a while back. I was like it was like 3 a.m. Do you remember that? We did the 3 a.m. cast where we talked about Trainwreck.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And I was like, yeah, don't fucking watch Bernie. Hey, don't listen to me when it's 3 a.m. Watch Bernie. That's a good fucking movie.
Bernie's fucking awesome. It's like, it's a mockumentary, but it's like, it's got Jack Black in it.
It's a true story though. It's a true story.
Yeah, I know, but it's,
and like all the people they interview are like,
though.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Jack Black, but like all the people they interview are like the actual people from the town. Like it's messed up, except for like Jack Black and Matthew McConaughey. All right. All right. But yeah, and here I talked about this before on the show, but I just think this is such an interesting piece of information. Is that the murderer that movie's about was released from jail on the condition that he has to live with Richard Linklater. So now fucking Richard Linklater lives with a convicted murderer.
Yeah, that's so good.
That's so fucking amazing. That's my favorite piece of Hollywood tidbit, like ever. Is like Richard Linklater lives with a convicted murderer because he made a fucking movie about him, and they became friends. Like they became really good friends when he was making that movie.
I love it. I love it.
My number 5 was a movie that I was reluctant to put on this list because it's only okay. My number 5 is Boyhood.
Boyhood.
I had to throw some Boyhood love on this because it didn't get the Oscar. Sorry, Linklater, but at least you're getting something.
Everybody wants to get an Oscar.
Here's the thing, though, is that it won't, and here's why, is that Boyhood was his only chance. So when he didn't win the Oscar for Boyhood, he's like, fuck it, I'll make another Dazed and Confused. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He doesn't care
anymore. Where's my animated Oscar for A Scanner Darkly, bitch?
Is that an animated movie?
Yeah. It's Keanu Reeves, but it's animated. Like,
oh, dude,
it is Keanu, but like he's drawn.
Oh, dude, like Adam Sandler from 8 Crazy Nights.
Okay, but this is like they filmed it and then they rotoscoped it, so it's like
it's just a fucking animation filter.
Yeah, it looks like an animation filter. A Scanner Darkly just missed my list because my number 4, Slacker.
Slacker. See, I've never seen this.
That's his debut film. It's quite similar to Everybody Wants Some. It's relatively plotless. It's just the camera just roams from character to character. But it's one of those movies that gets you into indie film. You know, it's the movie that inspired Kevin Smith to make Clerks. You know, it's one of those movies that people talk about.
Oh, you know what? I think I have heard that before. Richard Linklater. Which I wish he hadn't, because now Kevin Smith is he's out of control. He's run amok. And
hell yeah.
Like I sure like the Clerks movie, the first one, but like I don't think it's worth what came after.
Tusk?
Fucking Tusk, fucking Dogma, goddamn Mallrats, all of it, dude. Except for Chasing Amy. That movie's fucking tight. That's a good movie.
You love Chasing Amy, hey?
I love Chasing Amy. Everything else, Chasing Amy and Clerks, and like I might give you Clerks 2 and Zack and Miri. Maybe.
Sure.
But I've never seen Red State, but I've heard that's good.
Red State fucking rules.
Yeah, but you also said Tusk rules, so it's hard to gauge.
Well, you like John Goodman, right?
I do love John Goodman. Like see Red State?
Like when he's John Badman?
Dude, I love when he's John Badman. I think
then you're gonna like Red State because he's John Badman at his peak.
Oh fuck! I think a couple weeks ago I proved that I love John Badman. We talked about 10 Cloverfield Lane. My number 4. It's a movie we talked about today at length. It's called Everybody Wants Some. That's right. I like this movie a lot, so I put it in my number 4 spot. Real fucking good movie. Wyatt Russell. There's like a scene where Wyatt Russell gets kicked off the team, and then they're like, why'd he get kicked off the team? And then they explain why he got kicked off the team, and that's it. They drop it for the rest of the movie. It's amazing.
That guy's mean. That guy's mean in college.
Nobody fucking writes like that. Nobody, and I love it.
It's gone. Man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's gone. He's not in the movie anymore. Like, it's just them being like, we couldn't afford Wyatt Russell for much longer, so we had to get rid of him. God bless.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Probably saw it about 10,000 times in school. In the School of Rock.
The only way to rock is the School of Rock. That's not the song. I made that up.
That's a fake song.
It's a fake song. I wrote that.
You're a genius.
We're not even gonna get ID tagged because I wrote that song.
Good.
Yeah, we're not gonna get
fucking content ID tagged.
If we get content ID tagged, then I'll fight it. I'll be like, I wrote that song. That's mine. I own the copyright.
I was playing fucking Lego fucking Indiana Jones on the channel, and I just decided to mute the fucking music because it just kept getting so it's like, fuck it, there's no music.
That's amazing. I didn't even know you were doing that with Lego Indiana Jones. That's a good game. I've got it. This is not bad.
It's a fun one.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fun. It's one of the good Lego ones before they got real bad. But when they got real bad, like they got real bad. Those fucking Lego games.
The new Marvel one's pretty sweet. It's open world. It's like GTA.
Yeah, GTA, but you're fucking Lego Iron Man. I'm done with fucking Iron Man. I'm done with Iron Man in the media in general. I don't give a shit anymore.
So you're saying you don't like the new Black Woman Iron Man?
I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's fine. Number 3. My number 3 is a movie we already talked about. Baby, it's Bernie. It's Bernie.
You've come around on Bernie, hey?
I'm coming around on Bernie, dude. I hated this movie at first. I probably would have put Before Sunset or whatever the fuck one I saw before Bernie, like 6 months ago. But I've come around. Bernie's a good movie. Definitely check out Bernie. What?
2. We talked about it today. Everybody Wants Some.
Everybody Wants Some. That's a good ass movie. I know what your number 1 is. It's probably the same as my number 2. My number 2. All right. This is Dazed and Confused, baby. All right.
That's my number 1.
Yeah, I figured this was your number 1. All right. That like the Wooderson bit, like
I think on a couple of rewatches of Everybody Wants Some, it could easily overtake it.
Do you think so?
I think so.
I think time will only tell on Everybody Wants Some because it could become a cult classic, or we could forget about it.
Favorite movie of the year.
Everybody Wants Some?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a high bar. Let's be honest. But so far,
yeah, it's been
the best thing I've seen.
I don't know. Honestly, for me, best movie of this year has probably been Jungle Book. Fuck, really? Like, is that really what Jungle the best
Book's movie? My top 5. Nothing to be ashamed about.
Fuck, hold on. What have I even watched this year? Because like, fuck, is that really the best movie? There's got to be something better. Oh, maybe not. Do stand-up things count? Because I really like Bo Burnham's Make Happy. I don't know. Does that doesn't count? That's not a movie. No, don't worry.
Far, my top 4, I'll give you my top 5. You want that real quick?
Yeah. Just pound through that while I try and find something decent in this.
Everybody Wants Some, number 1. 10 Cloverfield Lane 2. Deadpool 3. Popstar 4. Zootopia 5.
You know what? You know what's probably my favorite movie of this year is Zootopia. Probably.
Zootopia is pretty good. It's pretty goddamn.
Zootopia is, yeah, we haven't talked about it on the show yet. Either that or Huntsman. Jokes. No, it's probably a tie between that and Popstar, but we'll talk about Popstar in a few minutes. Yeah, this fucking year sucks, dude. This year sucks.
It's terrible. Anybody who's defending this year as being good is a fucking idiot because there's nothing good out.
They're like, oh, Deadpool came out this year. It's like, yeah, but like, go rewatch Deadpool. Tell me how good it really is. Yeah, fuck, it's not good.
It's
fuck you.
I've seen it. Not. It's good.
It's fine. It's fine. That's my review for Deadpool. It's fucking fine. I don't give a shit. I
guarantee you it's the best superhero movie that comes out this year.
I guarantee that too, because the rest of them are going to be bad. Fucking, I haven't even seen Civil War yet. I know it's bad.
No, you won't like it.
Yeah. Is it good, but I will not like it, or is it bad and I won't like it?
As good as Ultron. It's the same shit. It's all the same shit.
That's gonna fucking wrong. That's gonna trigger me, dude. That's my trigger. It's just the same shit over and over again. That's gonna trigger me. I'm gonna be so mad when we talk about Civil War, but that's coming up in a few weeks, so just buckle up for that.
You're gonna hate it, dude. Hey, I think it's fine, but like it is the same shit once again.
Oh, god damn it. Fuck! Dude, I don't want to watch that. My number 1 is School of Rock. Fuck you. This is a fantastic movie.
I love School of Rock.
School of Rock is amazing. As much as I like all right, I love Let's Rock Today. That's way better.
Let's rock today.
Yeah, what's that kid's name? Lawrence. Fucking Lawrence. I remember the name of the kid who plays the piano. His name's Lawrence, and he does the it's funny because when they do the secret handshake, Jack Black does it awesome, and then the other kid just fucking does it terrible. It's fun. I'm doing examples on the video. If you want to check out the video, Jack Black's like, let's rock today. And then he's like, let's rock today. And it's so funny. It's so funny how much better Jack Black is than all these kids that he's dealing with.
Let's rock today. Okay.
Let's rock today. Fucking Lawrence is my hero. Hey Lawrence, if you're listening to the show, contact me at NotBradOnlyReek on Twitter.
So I think that pretty much wraps up the Linklater talk for today.
Yeah, we've been going on Linklater for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Want to talk about one of the biggest hacks in Hollywood history?
Oh, would you happen to be talking about Joel Schumacher?
I might be talking about Joel Schumacher. So this is director of such classics as Colin Farrell's Phone Booth. What else? Was Time to Kill, 8 or 8mm, Bad Company, Phantom of the Opera, Number 23. Just nothing but good stuff, you know. But in his path to glory, Joel Schumacher made a couple of missteps.
Why did you happen to exclude the number 23?
I didn't. I said number 23.
I wasn't.
I mentioned it. Have you seen number 23?
Yeah, dude, I love number 23.
Really? It's unwatchable.
No, I like it. I think it's quite good.
Really? I'm like, are you fucking with me right now? Or like, is this a bit? Are you doing a bit right now?
I like the number 23.
No, you fucking don't. Don't lie to me. What are you talking about? Fucking liar.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, the number 23 sucks, dude. It's just Jim Carrey wearing fucking cloaks. Like, it's terrible. The fuck out of here with the number 23. Let's talk about another Jim Carrey movie Joel Schumacher directed called Batman Forever, baby. Oh, I'm pretty pissed off about this one. I'm real mad.
Even a movie, hey?
Barely watchable. And here's the thing is that this is very rare, but I feel like if this movie had been well acted, it might have been half decent. I rarely say that about a script this bad.
Well, see, I kind of like the way it looked. Like it's like a colorful, cartoony comic book world.
Yeah, it was reminiscent of the Adventures of Batman and Robin aesthetic from like the cartoon from the early 90s. And I think that's what he was going for, which is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just like you can't have like the gritty, dark themes and then have the fucking goofy aesthetic. You can't do that. It looks stupid.
The goofy aesthetic is my aesthetic, though.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Both of us were very ugly men, so we got to go with that goofy aesthetic. Yeah. Just kidding. We're hot guys. We're hot guys.
We're a couple of 1-2 hot dudes.
Yeah, we're a couple of hotties.
Fucking big arms and shit. These big arms. So
I got pulled over by a cop, and he said my arms were too big.
I got pulled over by a cop when I was smoking a joint, and he gave me $40. We're still friends to this day, Chadley. That's the double standard of the police force.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got so strong, like my arms got so big that I can't do day-to-day activities without breaking objects. I can no longer cook dinner for myself.
It's a real hassle.
Yeah. And the problem with that,
when you're trying to put butter on a piece of bread, but you break right through.
Yeah, you break right through the counter. And the big problem is the only thing that I can do without wrecking everything is work out. So it's just getting worse. Yeah, but let's talk Batman Forever. The big problem with this movie is the performances. Oh my god! Like, first of all, Val Kilmer. Okay, fine.
I fucking hate Val Kilmer.
Dude, he's fine. Like he's always been like the definition of fine. He's okay.
I just don't like. He's like to me. He's like Michael Shannon. I just can't look at him.
I don't mind the aesthetic of him. I think he's a handsome man. I just don't think
I disagree completely.
Here's the problem with Val Kilmer is that he doesn't not have acting talent, but he also doesn't have acting talent. Like he's somewhere right in the middle. He's just so plain and so generic. It's like I see why they got him for Bruce Wayne. It makes sense. And you got Nicole Kidman. She's all right. She's okay. She's fine, I guess. But what the fuck was with her character? What's with her character? Like the whole point of her character was like, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck Batman," and it's like, why is this in this movie?
Yeah, that's all her character was there for, was to fuck Batman.
Was to fuck Batman, and the big problem is that that's actually like her character's mantra, and like that, I think that's harmful. First of all, but I mean, it's 95, different time, whatever. I don't give a shit. But like, it felt like to me, and correct me if I'm totally alone with this, but did it feel like to you that they were trying to set Nicole Kidman up to be Harley Quinn, and then they just didn't pull the trigger? Because like, I mean, maybe. she calls them bats early in the movie. She calls them bats, which is a classic Harley Quinn thing. She's a fucking psychologist who deals with insane people. It felt like they were gonna do that, and then they were like, no, just make her some Chase Meridian. Who gives a shit?
You could be on to something there. I don't know. Maybe they did a rewrite.
Yeah, it seems like maybe they did a rewrite. And like I think that would have been interesting, but I feel like they probably did that because you can't really pull off Harley Quinn without Joker. I think that's a tall order to pull off, because then you have to explain that she was made crazy by the Riddler, and nobody's gonna buy that. I don't think.
No, because we hate the Riddler.
Speaking of the Riddler,
is he like the worst Batman villain or what?
First of all, he's the worst Batman villain, but like they got the worst actor ever. Oh my god, I hate fucking Jim Carrey so much.
You hate him, eh?
I fucking hate Jim Carrey. And I don't totally hate Jim Carrey, but I hate 90s Jim Carrey.
You hate the shtick, hey?
Yeah, I hate the shtick. Okay, I'm gonna go through a list of movies, and they're all fucking terrible. Okay? You got fucking Me, Myself, and Irene. You got terrible. Batman for fucking ever. Fucking just like all these movies like that. What was
Don't you love Truman Show though?
Truman Show I like. There's a few. Bruce Almighty I think is acceptable. A little preachy, but acceptable.
Yeah, a little heavy on the Jesus stuff for me.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's keeping Jim Carrey going for me is the fact that Eternal Sunshine is so goddamn good. Like, otherwise, I think
Ace Ventura 2 is the funniest movie ever made.
It may make me a hypocrite, but like I do hold some love for Ace Ventura. But like, fucking hold on, I came up with like a whole shitload of them the other day of like fucking Jim Carrey movies that I can't stand because of the shtick.
Well, here's the thing: it's like that was the Ace Ventura character, and then he just did it everywhere.
Yeah, he did it forever. Yes Man, there's another one that's fucking terrible. Fun with Dick and Jane. Even A Series of Unfortunate Events. It's like, hey, enough. Once Bitten, The Cable Guy. Oh my god, I hate that fucking movie so much. But there's one movie that I think is the fucking worst thing ever. Are you ready for it? It's the worst. You know what Jim Carrey movie that is?
What, Dumb and Dumber?
It's called Dumb and Dumber, and it's the worst.
Dumb and Dumber fucking blows. That's for fucking teenagers. Fuck that shit.
It's for dumb morons. I'm sorry if you love Dumb and Dumber, but you're dumb as fuck if you like Dumb and Dumber. It's so stupid. And like, it's trying to,
because then there's Man on the Moon, right? And you're like, where's that guy at?
Yeah, I know. Like, it's weird. Like, my hate for Jim Carrey. Oh, The Mask too. Like, fuck that. Like,
yeah, The Mask is fucking pretty terrible.
Peggy Sue Got Married. But then it's just such a love-hate thing with Jim Carrey, because like most of the time he's the worst, but then he's like, oh, here's Truman Show.
But then he pulls off something real good, like The Number 22, 23.
Dude, that's not a real good movie, but Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is like right up there. Even like, I don't know, I don't dislike The Grinch. I mean, like he's done some decent stuff.
What about Mr. Popper's Penguins?
Shut up, dude. Shut the fuck up. And then he did like a couple years ago. He did. The Cable Guy's trash, dude. The Cable Guy's trash.
You love the Cable Guy. What are you talking about?
Do not love the Cable Guy.
Oh, you love the Burbs. That's what it is.
Yeah, I love the Burbs. Come on. Wait, what's the Burbs? Wait, what?
Yeah, with Tom Hanks, the Burbs.
Burbs? I don't know what the Burbs is.
It's very similar.
Tom Hanks? I've never fucking heard of this.
Have you never seen the Burbs?
I've never seen the Burbs.
Dude, watch the Burbs tonight. You'll love it.
I got some bad news for you, Buckley Duke. And it's more bad news for me than it's bad news for you.
Huh.
I'm out of naturally brewed Rainier Mountain Fresh dirt water. So
oh shit.
Jim Carrey blows like 80% of the time. I also kind of like Liar Liar. It is closer to like the garbagey stuff, but like
I don't like Liar Liar. I've never liked Liar Liar.
I think Liar Liar is half decent at times, but it's like it is closer to like Dumb and Dumber than it is to like Eternal Sunshine or something like that. I'm gonna go grab another dirt water. You keep them entertained. You keep talking about how shitty Jim Carrey is. Hold on. Oh,
well, I mean, I don't think Jim Carrey is the worst person in the world, but there is some times when he just does the
oh shit,
you know that shtick where he's like,
like you know, it's just this fucking Jim Carrey stick where he's like, and it's like, shut, dude, what the fuck? Like, that's not a joke. That's just you saying things weird. I could just sit here and be
Batman
like,
Forever
it's like that's
there's
not
a part in
humor.
Batman Forever where he's like joygasm, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, I almost killed myself at that point.
I was like, at no point in this movie do I ever have a joygasm.
Yeah, this is the least joyful movie I've ever seen in my life.
It does.
Yeah, fresh crack.
I don't feel so bad about Jim Carrey retiring from acting after watching one of these.
Yeah. Is he done?
I don't know.
I hope so. He had a hilarious part in fucking The Office. If you've ever seen that episode of The Office where he plays the Finger Lakes guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's classic. And all he talks about, he's like, I need 5 days off to go to Finger Lakes. That's good stuff. That's fucking hilarious.
He's in a movie called The Bad Batch, a dystopian love story set in Texas wasteland with a community of cannibals.
It's him and Keanu Reeves and Jason Momoa. What the fuck?
And then he's in a movie called True Crimes where he's a murder investigation.
Isn't fucking Jim Carrey isn't he super anti vaccination too?
Yeah, he's a fucking retard because obviously you
yeah, no shit. Here's the thing. Don't if you're looking to find some legitimate practical advice on how to raise your kids, don't take it from Stanley Ipkiss of The Mask fame.
Okay, here's the thing. If you think that vaccinations gives you autism,
you're autistic.
I think you need to do some research. Okay, how many people do you know that have autism, Brad? Maybe 5, 10?
Yeah, about 10. Probably 10.
Okay. We were all vaccinated at the same time. Is autism really that rampant? There's more cases, but do you know why that is, Chadley? There's more fucking people. There's Wi-Fi floating around. There's a lot of fucking things that are fucking.
And here's the thing: vaccinations haven't changed.
Not the thing that keeps you from dying.
Yeah, fuck. Hey, vaccinate your kids, you dumb shits. Don't listen to Jim Carrey.
I don't like to get super political on this show unless it's about Donald Trump, but
yeah, fuck. Didn't Jim Carrey bang? Oh, dude, this Bad Batch movie, I might be on board. You want to know why? Giovanni Ribisi.
Ribisi's in it?
Fucking Ribisi's a fourth main character.
And Keanu Reeves is in it.
Keanu Reeves, Jason Momoa, I might be on board. The only thing that's holding me back is Jim Carrey. And if you look at the picture, there's a picture, if you look at the fucking pictures on IMDb, there's a picture of Jim Carrey in a cowboy hat giving the middle finger. So, I'm just I'm not interested in any of whatever that is.
I do like the director of that, though, Anna Lily Empora.
I feel like Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey is similar to Adam Sandler, but for some reason, good directors have given Jim Carrey more of a chance. And
yeah, I guess so.
It's why the
who gave him Eternal Sunshine? Give Jim Carrey a 4-movie deal?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I would watch it. We'd have to. Yeah, we are obligated.
We're legally obligated to. We have to watch every Disney movie and every Netflix movie because we're under contract.
Yeah, the only one we didn't have to watch for Netflix was Fundamentals of Caring because they didn't even give a shit. They're like, don't even look at this one. You don't have to talk about this one.
Although they just licensed it.
Is it not an? I thought it was an original.
They bought it at Sundance for $4 million or something.
It's a lot of money. It's too much money for that movie. I wouldn't pay that much.
Oh shit! Hey.
But here's the thing: is that despite being so unbelievably terrible as the Riddler, he's not even the worst actor in the movie. I don't know what was going on in Tommy Lee Jones' life this year, but dude couldn't act at all. No. Dude just stopped acting. What? Why? Wasn't he in JFK? And he was good in that. He was in other stuff. He was decent in. Why did he just not? A
classically trained actor too.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he is.
This dude's on some Broadway shit. This dude's on some Shakespeare shit.
And then he just comes in. and he's like, it's dude, Give a shit
so
before
fucking annoying. All the bad guys are just fucking yelling around, and then
riddle me this, riddle me that. Shut the fuck up.
how about Dick Grayson? That kid couldn't fucking act at all.
Chris O'Donnell? You know what? I kind of was on board for Chris O'Donnell after seeing Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones. It's fucking better than everybody else in the movie except for Michael Gow. God bless. Let's drink him some beer, pour some out for our dead homie Michael Gow because he was killing it in this movie. And
we need to get a death jingle on this show.
A what? A death journal?
A death jingle. A jingle we can play every time we mention someone who's dead.
Yeah. God bless fucking Michael Gow. I actually don't even know if Michael Gow is dead. He's like so old in this movie.
You know who is dead?
Who?
Harambe.
My boy. Yeah, Michael Gow, he died in 2011. Dude, I was surprised he made it that far. He was looking old in these Batman movies. He made it to 2011. Yeah, he was fucking, he looked like he was teetering over. But Michael Gow, fucking pour some out for your dead homie. He was killing it. Cole Kidman was okay. Chris O'Donnell would be next. Val Kilmer. And then you got fucking Jim Carrey, like right near the bottom. And then you got Tommy Lee Jones. Every second of this movie is annoying because, okay, if I had to hear the words "riddle me this" one more time, I was gonna lose my mind and shoot some people. That's fucked up. Joel Schumacher, he can't direct. Like that's really the problem here. Is that the direction is so bad. The cinematography is fucking wonky. And the writing is fucking terrible. Let me tell you. First joke in the movie. Batman's getting ready. He's getting all set up. He's going to go into the car and he says, and then fucking Alfred comes in, masterfully delivers this line. Masterfully delivers the line. Wouldn't you like to take a sandwich, sir? And he says, "I'll get drive-through." And it's like, who wrote that?
That's okay. That's all within like the first minute. And right there, I've never seen this movie before. This is the first time I've ever seen this movie. I'm like, oh, this is one of these fucking movies where that shit for fucking 2 hours.
Just 90s jokes. They're going to make 90s jokes for a while. This is going to be awesome. And like, I know the aesthetic of this movie is somewhat interesting with its cartoony style. Once again, it's all sets. It's all sets and like it all looks like it. Same with the fucking Batman Returns. And like I hated Batman Returns, so this was just like this was painful to me.
I don't was Batman Returns like so dark that they had to go in this direction? Why did they do this? Like it's so fucking stupid.
Here's what I want to know though: is if they were gonna pass off this franchise to Joel Schumacher, which is fine, I guess.
Okay, sure.
Why keep it in the same universe? Why not just make a new one? Especially since you couldn't get Keaton. But it is the same universe because they mention events from Batman Returns and Batman. Yeah. And Michael Gow is still there. You know what it is? Is that they didn't want to buy new fucking sets. That's what it is. That's like the only reason is that they didn't want to buy new sets. So they're like, just take the same Batman cave set. I don't care.
They already built that bitch.
So the whole movie is based on the dumbest plot.
That's like the same reasoning behind Star Trek: The Next Generation, right?
Yeah.
Like, here I got this fucking spaceship.
You want to just keep doing stuff in it? Yeah, absolutely. But like this movie is the plot synopsis of this movie is stupid as well. And like Batman villains have always been really clever and found like interesting ways to infiltrate. And here we have a magic stick that reads people's minds. What?
Very clever.
Magic stick you put on your TV. Great. And fucking Two-Face. Hey, you couldn't have taken 5 seconds to explain Harvey Dent? Couldn't have taken 5 seconds? And they did. In like a fucking newscast. But exposition through newscasts is a pet peeve of mine. That's bullshit.
That's lazy filmmaking, Chadley.
Yeah, lazy filmmaking. Exposition through newscasts. Get bent. Fuck you. Also, don't just like throw us into it too. Like that's a big problem. It's another big problem. Is that like the movie starts and it's like, oh no, it's Two-Face, and here I am. I've just watched the most recent movie, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? Why am I just being thrown in here? Who is Two-Face? Am I supposed to know who this is? Am I supposed to care about this? Oh, he's a bad guy, I guess, because Batman's chasing him. Okay. Fuck, dude, this movie sucks.
It's really bad. Like it's almost surprisingly bad because everybody always talks about how shitty Batman and Robin is. Nobody ever mentions how shitty this fucking thing is.
This one might be worse. Like seriously, like people are like, oh, what about the line where he's like, I hate when people talk during the movie. It's like that's 10 times better than I'll get drive-through.
Dude, Arnold's fucking throwing straight fire ice. All right, those ice jokes are fire in comparison.
I think honestly, like I've seen Batman and Robin. I saw Batman and Robin most recently a couple years ago. I'm gonna watch it again, obviously, for next week. But I think Batman Forever might be worse. Like I think it might actually be worse.
That's probably true. I'd have to.
I think it might be the worst Batman flick. Oh no, Batman versus Superman still holds that.
Yeah, I would agree with that because like at least I can sit through this. I could never sit through Batman versus Superman again. That would be impossible.
It was tough when I did it recently. Like it was a tough thing to do. I almost didn't actually. We almost turned it off a few times. I think she liked it though, which is really concerning to me. It's like it's the person I spend my life with. That sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think she liked it. Actually, no, she didn't like it. I'm joking. I'm fucking around. She hated it, obviously.
Obviously.
She was pissed off about the Lois Lane side plot, and there's more of it in the extended edition.
Oh man, I could do 40 minutes on why that's the fucking stupidest thing in that movie.
Be my guest. Let's do it.
There's a lot of stupid shit in there, but you're gonna do 40 minutes of Lois Lane chasing ISIS?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's say that's fine. We put that in there.
And linking the U.S. government to ISIS too. That's the best part.
Sure. Okay. Say all of that. Just put that out of your mind for a minute. Imagine that's fine. The resolution is just so that she's there at the end to stop them from killing each other, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Dude, I hate fucking Batman versus Superman. I hate Batman versus Superman so much, but
it might be one of the worst big budget movies I've ever seen. And
it's the worst.
I had to sit through Jurassic World, so
hey, I love Jurassic World, but here's the thing: is it's one of the worst blockbusters ever made. Like, I can definitely say it's the worst superhero movie ever made. I don't know if blockbuster is accurate because like a Battlefield Earth and shit like that. Like, there is a lot of bad ones, but like shit's close.
Yeah,
shit's close. Hey, you know who's funny? Fucking Andy Samberg, dude. That's a funny guy.
What? Who?
Andy Samberg?
Yeah, he's the funniest.
Yeah, here's the problem: is that nobody cares anymore. Unfortunately, that's the problem.
Okay, we're moving into Popstar Never Stop Stopping. Problem with this movie: about 4 years too late.
Yes, you know? Yes, exactly. Remember when Jizz in My? If this came out like in tangent with Jizz in My Pants, this would have been the biggest movie of the year. Like, or even like fucking, what was Incredibad? Like, if this came out in tangent with Incredibad, when people still gave a shit about The Lonely Island. And now it's like, oh, it's that guy from Hot Rod and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Great.
I mean, fucking both of those things are awesome, though, so settle down.
Yeah, both of them are awesome, but they're not like, people aren't rushing out to get that shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they were with The Lonely Island when they were big. Like, when Lonely Island dropped the Jizz in My Pants song and the Happy Birthday to the Ground.
Turtlenecks and Chains.
Turtlenecks and Chains.
That Michael Bolton song.
Yeah, that Michael Bolton song is pretty good. There was one that was even bigger. What was the biggest one? What was it? Oh, shit.
Dick in a Box.
Dick in a Box. Yeah, Dick in a Box was big. What's the one they did with Timberlake? Was that Jizz in My Pants?
Yeah, I believe.
Like a Boss. Like a Boss was pretty big.
Oh yeah, Like a Boss. I forgot about that one.
Like a Boss was really big.
Eat some chicken strips. Suck a dude's dick.
You say suck a dude's dick? Nah, man, that ain't me.
No, man, that ain't me. Fuck, that's good writing. And guess what?
Yeah.
Popstar is full of good writing. It's fucking hilarious. And no one saw it. I saw it twice in theaters because like I felt bad paying $10 the first time, you know?
Yeah, you're like, this deserves 20 smacks. 20 smackaroonies.
I wish theaters went on a pay what you want model. Like you judge by how the quality of the movie. Because Popstar would have got an easy $25 from me, whereas Batman versus Superman, maybe $2.
Here's the thing, like you spend $8 on the way in, and then on the way out you spend whatever the fuck you want. That's actually a pretty decent idea.
Pretty good idea, right? We're full of good ideas over here at punchnerds.com.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking get at us, Cineplex, I guess.
The pay what you want model. Look at all I'm saying is when they bust out that song about how the chick wants to fuck him like the U.S. fucked Osama bin Laden. That's maybe the hardest I've ever laughed in my life.
Holy shit, dude! I couldn't believe that. That was so goddamn funny. Oh, I know what the big fucking, I remember what the song is, what the big one is. The big one. I'm on a boat, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how big that fucking song was? Remember how big I'm on a boat was?
Yeah, dude.
If this released at the same time as I'm on a boat?
I'm on a boat was a cultural phenomenon.
Dude, fucking, that was at my
radio plays.
That was at our fucking high school prom. I just want you guys to know that. And it was almost our grad song if it didn't have cursing in it. Like, I'm pretty sure it got the most votes. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Pretty sure this got the most votes, and then they're like, fuck it, whatever. Make it Time of Our Life by Green Day, because that's always the one, whatever. No, it was Firework by Katy Perry. Who gives a shit?
Also, that Weezer song got vetoed also.
Yeah, fuck them. I was when our grad song was being voted for, I was trying to get it Take on Me, and I was
because I'm on a boat, Memories by Weezer, and then the Katy Perry song was in third, and they're like, oh, we can't do I'm on a boat. They curse too much in that, and they're like, oh, we can't do Memories because they mentioned sex in it too much, and then they're like, I guess we got to go with Firework by Katy Perry.
I'd get Firework, and then somebody sang it at our graduation. Like some dude came out and sang it. I was like, hey, just play the song on the overhead or something. I don't need a guy. I don't need a guy. We don't need a guy here.
Yeah, why is there a guy here?
Why the fuck's there a guy here? Let's talk about real quick before we get into this movie real deep. This movie cost $20 million to make it. It made $9.4 million, so it lost a lot of money, which is unfortunate. $20 of that $9.4 million came from Buckle Duke. So everybody, God bless the man. Send him your money. Follow him on Twitter at @LastCoolDude. He's the man who paid twice for Popstar on purpose.
See, I'm not the only cool dude in the world, but I'm certainly the last one that will exist.
Once all the cool dudes are gone, you'll remain.
Yes, I'll remain.
So basically, what this movie is about is this is Spinal Tap.
It's Spinal Tap for this generation. It's making fun of pop stars. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's actually amazing. Like, it's unbelievably funny. All of the songs are incredible. The I'm Not Gay song is so funny. It's like, dude, that's right, but I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Not
that's
gay.
The greatest Macklemore rip I've ever seen in anything.
Dude,
it's like, fuck Macklemore. But like, I mean, I don't hate Macklemore, but just the fact that like some of the shit he's done, like I'm Not Gay is like the perfect example of that.
Yeah, but it's like all about like fucking gay rights, and then at every second he gets a chance, he like says I'm not gay. It's so funny. It is really like this movie. This movie is the best movie of the year. Like, and that's coming straight from my mouth. This is the best movie I've seen this year. It tops in at 80 minutes, so it doesn't waste your time. It's just a mockumentary. Like, do you remember, what was it, Never Say Never? Imagine that, Never Say Never, if that was fucking hilarious. It's that.
Is that the Michael Jackson documentary?
No, Never Say Never was the Justin Bieber documentary.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Which I saw twice in theaters.
You did?
I saw Never Say Never twice in theaters, yeah, with two different fucking groups of friends. It was ironic both times, but like maybe ironic one of the times. I don't know. Maybe not even.
Kind of liked it on that second run, hey?
Yeah, I was getting maybe the first run. I don't know. I feel like the first run I enjoyed it, and then the second run I was like, okay, this isn't very good. But yeah, this is actually directed by the the humor here mostly lies in the fact that like at the very beginning of the movie they're like, yeah, people like were always more about Connor than they were the other two guys, which is funny because that's always the way it's been with the Lonely Island, actually, and they were able to satire that without being like stingy or mean about it. But yeah, people were always like, yeah, Lonely Island, that's that Andy Samberg stuff. It's like, what were the other guys' names?
I'll tell you exactly the problem with the other two guys. Impossible to pronounce Jewish names. Change your fucking name. Okay, Akiva Schaffer. Akiva.
Oh yeah, Jorma Taccone.
Yeah, Jorma Taccone.
Yeah. Okay, I get your point. I get your point. So the movie follows this character Connor as he becomes like incredibly famous, like pop star, like a Justin Bieber type guy.
Yeah.
And just like he just does stupid shit the whole movie, and every second, like almost every second, is hysterical. That's what's really good about this movie is that I was laughing like the whole movie.
Yeah, it's
like,
jokes. Like they bring the jokes. These guys are legitimately funny guys, and they're writing fucking jokes.
Yeah, they're writing fucking jokes and like fucking can't get goddamn what's his name? Max Landis can't get Max Landis to write no jokes.
Yeah, has Max Landis ever written one joke? I've never heard one.
It's weird because he's written a lot of comedies, but he's never written a joke. But no, yeah, I think Jorma Taccone and Akiva, whatever the fuck Jewish name. Akiva Schaffer and Jorma Taccone were the ones who did most of the writing in this movie, and they also directed it as well. And then Andy Samberg was just kind of there.
Credits though, so
it's funny how the contents of this movie is actually like really reminiscent of how the group actually works. Is like those guys doing all the work. Dude, I might go download the soundtrack because that Not Gay song is amazing.
The whole set, like all of the songs are amazing. Like every single one had me laughing my ass off.
I'm gonna fuck you like the U.S. fucked Osama bin Laden. There's some other ones.
Humble. I'm so humble.
I'm so humble. Yeah, about how fucking great he is. That's amazing.
What's crazy about this was it was like almost exclusively cameos, right? So every single person was someone famous. Like
yeah, it's true. I fucking Usher was in it.
Seal had that Seal bit with the wolves had me fucking rolling. That's so fucking funny. Dying.
But like this movie, like it's a music movie, and that's a good thing. Like it like I could see Lonely Island touring with these movies, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam Levine was in it. Adam Levine. There was a scene where Adam Levine making jokes about what's it called? The whole when the hologram thing, and I was just losing it at that when he's like, "Look at the hologram of me. It's so fucking expensive." And then he has the hologram of him fucking himself. Like it's just like insane shit.
It's crazy because it makes fun of like pretty much everybody, like from TMZ to fucking like rappers.
Oh my fucking god, I forgot about that part. But the part with Will Arnett as the TMZ guy, where he's just like
Eric Andre.
Holy shit, dude! I was losing it when he was like, when he's just like got like all the drinks taped together, and he's just taking.
I'm so thirsty.
So he's taking drinks from everybody else's thing, and they're like, James Franco walking out of his Denny's. Ah! Like it's so funny. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Holy shit.
It's just like a perfect parody of pop culture today. And like
yes. And nobody's gonna see it. That's the sad thing.
Fucking when Paul Schaefer is like the wolf Paul Scheer is the wolf handler, and he's like, we got to stop Seal from singing. These wolves are growing crazy. You can't stop Seal from singing.
It's all good. Sarah Silverman's in there too, and she's really funny.
It's one of those movies that's just like so quotable. It's like the last like music parody that I found this good was like Walk Hard, and this eclipses it.
Here's the thing that I've learned from both this and What We Do in the Shadows. Hey, you get a comedy musical troupe to write a mockumentary, be pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fucking good.
Pretty fucking good. 2 years in a row, the best comedies were mockumentaries written by comedy music trios.
Yeah, that's true.
That's weird. Like, that's fucked up. But it makes sense. Might be a pattern. Is there more comedy trios? As long as Weird Al Yankovic ain't writing any more movies, I think I'm good. But like, let's get some more comedy trios writing movies.
Weird Al Yankovic, he's the band leader on Comedy Bang Bang now.
That sucks, dude. I fucking hate Weird Al. Except for UHF. That's a pretty decent movie.
UHF is fucking great.
Dude, UHF is classic. The part where the commercial they have for Spatula City? Spatulas. We sell spatulas and nothing else.
What's in the box? Nothing. You're so stupid.
Oh, dude, I love UHF, which is weird because I hate literally everything else Weird Al Yankovic has ever done. He's a fucking hack. Oh, you turned bad into fat. It's like, ooh.
I like him as a person. I don't like any of his.
I'm sure he's nice, but like fat instead because I'm fat. It's like, would that take you 7 seconds to come up with that? He puts out an album every 5 years, and it's like, it can't take you 5 years to come up with this shit. It can't.
Amish Paradise? Come on now.
Oh, fuck. That took you 5 minutes. It took you 5 minutes.
Didn't even try, dude.
It's mostly the same lyrics as Gangster's Paradise. Like, it's pretty similar. He barely changed that one. Oh, I hate you, Weird Al. Oh, I hate you. Oh, you suck. Somebody messaged me, and they're like, hey, man, I got extra Weird Al Yankovic tickets. You want to go? And I was like, no, I don't.
Of course not.
That's a night of my life. I could be doing literally anything else. I'd rather go see a fucking screening of Batman Forever than go see Weird Al Yankovic live.
Like, shit, yeah, slun.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're just playing songs, just playing karaoke. He can do Weird Al Yankovic bits like improv at karaoke. Like, I feel. Weird Al Yankovic sucks, dude. But I've been drinking. So now I'm just screaming about stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Popstar's good, and everyone should go see it.
It's the best movie of the year. It's extremely funny. I'm gonna fuck you like the U.S. fucked Bin Laden.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't think it was advertised correctly.
No, I don't think so either, which is unfortunate.
Because everyone I talk to about it, they're like, oh, that doesn't look good. And I'm like, well, you have to go see it, though.
Yeah, it's a must-see. Seriously, if you're listening to this, check your local listing. See if it's still playing in theaters. Because if you can, give this movie your money. Because it deserves it. And when it comes out on VOD, rent the shit out of that.
I actually will consider buying a blue of this bitch.
Yeah, I might buy a blue. I might buy a baby blue for this.
Yeah, because I don't toss baby blues out like they're freebies. So they have to be a good movie to get a baby blue.
Like I said, this is the best movie that's come out this year. It's insane. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what else you can even say about Popstar. Like it's almost almost a perfect comedy. There are jokes, and like that's really all we need to say. Based on how the film industry is going the last 2 years, this movie has jokes and they're all funny. Like, oh man, when they're out at the farm at the end, like that's so funny.
It's all good. What are we looking at next week, Chadley?
Next week, we're going to watch some goddamn movie shows. Rest in peace, Anton Yelchin. We're going to watch your latest offering, Green Room. May you rest in peace. He squished himself between a car and a mailbox.
Yeah, that's what's pretty fucked up. We'll get into it more next week.
He must have been so wasted. He must have been so
pretty drunk. They didn't release any of that information, but
he must have been so drunk. You
can't just on maybe a little bit of Coca-Cola.
Hey, if you're going to check your mailbox, like you don't just forget to put your car in park. You
don't do it at 3 a.m. either.
Yeah, it makes a sound if you try to open your car when you're not in park. You should know. But anyway, we'll talk about good old Yelchin next week when we talk about.
I have a theory. He was a little coked up. He was drinking probably pretty late. He got home, drove home. He's like, I should check my mail. You know.
Think he was still able to make? Do you think he was still at that point able to buy drugs with Charlie Bartlett money, or do you think that was Star Trek money?
Oh, I think he's probably the amount of cocaine that he probably uses. I would say he's probably into his Star Trek money.
Yeah, probably into his Star Trek. He's at least bleeding into Star Trek 1, maybe even Star Trek 2, depending
probably
on
Star
how
Trek
much.
1, but like to the mid center to end though.
Yeah, I mean, he was at a point where like the only thing that he had to offer in his will was
here's what I know about Anton Yelchin. The few times I ever met him, I saw him downtown Hollywood going to see some movies, and he was coked up. Both of the times I saw him, he was coked up. That's like
the 2 times. 2 out of 2, man. That's 100%.
That's like for as many times as I've seen him. That's 100%. So what I know about Anton Yelchin is he likes the Coca-Cola a little bit.
Here's the thing: is that you could argue that 100% of the time Anton Yelchin's coked up. You could argue that. What else?
Want to defame him though.
Green Room. We're also going to venture into Schwarzenegger territory. Batman and Robin, buckle up. This is another Joel Schumacher. It's terrible director, terrible movie. I've seen this movie before. I know it's bad. I just don't think it's as bad as Batman Forever.
We'll see. We'll find out next week. And then we're going to dive into the wonderful world of Warcraft, Chadley.
World of Warcraft. This is Warcraft starring, I don't even know who's in this movie. Is there anybody in this movie, or is it just like CG monsters?
I think it's a lot of CG.
Okay, a lot of CG monsters.
Fassbender.
Is it Fassbender? Fucking might be Fassbender. I don't know. Who is directing this fucking movie? All I know is that it's a fucking Warcraft movie. Oh, Paula Patton's in it. Paula Patton, ladies and
directed
gentlemen.
by our boy Duncan Jones, though.
Duncan Jones, really?
Duncan Jones of Moon.
Shit, that's really weird.
That's real fucking weird.
Yeah, maybe this might be good. Source Code's actually not that bad of a movie either.
All right, then. I'm kind of back on board. I didn't realize Duncan Jones had anything to do with this. I love him. He was one of the greatest movies ever.
I didn't know this movie was called Warcraft at the beginning. Oh, shit. We're looking at a trilogy, boy.
God
damn it. We're getting a fucking trilogy. I bet this made money, too. I bet this made enough money. Just in case, Popstar made $9 million. We mentioned that earlier. Everybody Wants Some made $3 million. Just in case you don't want to feel sad, Batman Forever made $185 million.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking about Warcraft. We're talking about Green Room. And holy shit, I have got a whiz. Let's end this podcast right now. You can follow me on Twitter, not Brad, only Reek. Reek is REEK.
Follow me at Twitter at LastCoolDude and subscribe on YouTube. We just cracked 80,000 views, Chadley, on YouTube.
God damn. Fucking respect. 80,000 views. Thank you, everybody, for loving us. We are the funniest podcast on the internet. So